sometime in early 31 or 32, somewhere along in there, a fellow by the name of Joe Robble came to my dad and mother, and he said, Edgar, Myrtle, if y'all will come to Lockhart, I'm renting a building up there, and it's stocked with for a little meat market, and you and I'll be partners. And they decided to try it and opened up the meat market. And in those days, there wasn't much refrigeration, so you had to do something with the meat after you had cut it up to sell and things like that. So every little meat market in Lockhart had a little barbecue place in the back. So Dad started cooking barbecue. We make the sausage in 100-pound batches. We put 15 pounds of pork, 85 pounds of beef, and we weigh the seasoning each batch, and we make one batch at a time. And for years we didn't have barbecue sauce, and I got so many people come through here and they say, you don't have sauce? One morning I got up and I told my wife, I said, we got to start serving sauce, and I said, but I want it to be good. And so she spent about
6 months.
About 6 months.
Trying recipes.
Developing a recipe. Brisket in itself one end is fairly lean. The customer says, I won't mind lean. Okay, you cut it off that end. The other one says, I want some fat on mine. So you cut it off that back side. So you got a perfect piece of meat there. And the secret to it is, number one, you've got to buy the best grade of brisket that you can, that money can buy, which we do. And then you've got to trim it properly. You've got to trim the excess fat off of it and cut the corners off. And so I developed a method of trimming that brisket, and then you've got to season it properly, and then you've got to cook it 20 to 24 hours. And the wood is another factor that's very, very important. And we use post oak.
And we started selling ribs back in the late 70s, and that's become real popular. And then the pork spare ribs, and recently we added the big beef ribs, pound and a half beef ribs, and so the customers seem to be liking those too.
Yeah, I mean, people, they eat with their eyes. I do it, you do it, everybody, like, if something doesn't look good, it's not going to taste as good as it should or could be, especially. And our business is people, they point at the block and they're like, give me that, I want more of that or this or that. And so if it looks good, then it tastes good.
Yeah, we have a lot of customers who they like the outside cut, with a little burnt end on there, and we'll cut it that form. Or some people just like the inside cuts. We'll trim a little fat off or leave it on. They just let us know, and we'll customize that however they would like. And so we try to give the customer what they want, and that's, I think you're right, there's part of the appeal is they see us take it right off the pit and cut it right there in front of them, so it's fresh off the pit.
Oh, we call ourselves the barbecue capital of the world, and people in Lockhart are very opinionated about which place they like the best, and I am strongly opinionated. I haven't eaten barbecue any place but Black's in 60 years. Well, I'm partial to the brisket, but when I bring my men folks, they like the ribs and the sausage.
So for this, I wanted to try the sausage and the brisket. So they have a combo here, and that made it a lot easier. So a little bit of each. So it's been good. Plus, it's kind of neat. Get to meet the owner. He's sitting right next to me here, and it's a blast.
I think a lot of it, he takes great pride in everything he does, and he wants it to be done well. And he says, I never want to serve anything or have my employees serve anything that I wouldn't want to eat when I went out, or I tell them, don't serve anything that you would not want to eat yourself. If it's not what you think that you would enjoy, then put it aside and we'll serve them something better. But he's taken great pride in serving quality products, and I think that makes a big difference.